Hi guys, I'm Carrie Wilbanks here at the Bay of Fundy in New Brunswick, where you can find the highest tides in the world. To start our experience, we're going to go kayaking right along the Hopewell Rocks. On a tour with Baymount Outdoor Adventure, we paddle the areas you cannot walk at low tide. We pass by towering rocks formed by tidal erosion, and our guide fills us in on the nicknames given to the rocks, like Lover's Arch, because it looks like two heads coming together to kiss. Along the way, guides talk history and tell us why tides here come in as high as 52 feet.
The reason we have such high tides here is because of the shape and the length of the bay. So the bay is shaped just like a great big funnel, so it's really, really wide at the mouth from St. John to Digby, and then gets narrower and narrower as you go up. It also gets shallower and shallower, so all that water has nowhere to go but to go up.
I cannot wait to come back at low tide to walk around the ocean floor, but have time to spare, so head west to Alma, a fishing village at the entrance of Fundy National Park, for lunch at the Alma Boathouse Restaurant. I couldn't help but order the toasted lobster roll, which is served with a side of creamy seafood chowder filled with shrimp, haddock, scallops, and clams. Before heading back, I swung through Cape Enrage to catch some of the best views of the Bay of Fundy. From here, jutting cliffs and a quintessential red and white lighthouse make for the kind of maritime views I came to this part of Canada to experience in the first place. It's crazy to think that 6 hours ago you could see the tide behind me, and now it's just the ocean floor. At low tide, you can see rock-covered mounds. This time, instead of kayaking under it, I walked under the arch that was surrounded by ocean water not long before. If you visit, you definitely want to see the rocks at both high and low tide. You can walk on the ocean floor about 3 hours before low tide and 3 hours after. Moncton is the perfect launch point to see both the Acadian region and the Bay of Fundy. You do not want to miss a visit to Kouchibouguac National Park, where you can experience several different ecosystems. Along the way, we walked the Salt Marsh Trail and got to see incredibly bright green grassy patches with gray skies in the background. By the time we arrived at Kelly's Boardwalk, the clouds burned off, and I walked the boardwalk, passing from forest to salt marsh to lagoon to dunes. The boardwalk stopped at a sandy beach where you could easily spend an afternoon watching and walking along tides and relaxing. We walked the bog trail next, which has a 20-foot high spiral tower, so visitors can enjoy even better views. Next, we stop at the Irving Eco Center, where you could see a sand spit jutting into the strait. I took off on the boardwalk that winds above the seagrass for just over a half mile. The peninsula continues for another 7 miles. After, I carried on to the small town of Bucktouche for a seafood lunch at restaurant La Sagouine for seafood spaghetti and house chowder, both of which are topped with lobster claws. And just down the road, you will find La Pays de la Sagouine, a place where Acadian culture is preserved in a lively way, through theater, music, comedy, and dance. For the main entrance, a boardwalk leads visitors to an island that is recreated as a 1940s Acadian fishing village, with everything from a bakery to a schoolhouse. Here, you can learn about the deportation of the Acadian people through its music and history, past and present. What better way to wrap up the trip than with Shediac Bay Cruises, where on board you'll even get a taste of the sea. We choose the 2-hour lobster tail cruise, which is both funny and educational.
What we like to do is we like to take people out and really live and experience the life of a fisherman. Well, here in Shediac, we're very, very fortunate because we have the beautiful Bay of Shediac, and the beautiful bay is surrounded by a beautiful island right here. And here on the Point Machine Wharf, as you can see, we've got restaurants, ice cream. We've got something unique to offer. The product grabs all your senses.
In Moncton, there are plenty of options for dining and entertainment. And at hotels like the newly renovated Residence Inn and Suites, you will find kitchens and a sitting area with wooden decor that is accented with bright pops of color. This area is located right on the main drag and is walking distance to a running trail along the water. Several restaurants like the Tide Gastropub are just down the street. Here you cannot go wrong ordering. Everything is made in-house. Go for seafood or try something heartier like the burger topped with caramelized onions and blue cheese. Plus, in downtown Moncton, you can watch the tidal bore, which happens morning and night. The natural phenomenon is caused by high tides in the Bay of Fundy that push a singular rolling wave into placid Kouchibouguac River. A visit here is definitely one maritime travelers will go crazy for, and seeing where the highest tides in the world can be found is just the start.